Legend has it that the cross of Christ was made from aspen wood. Because of this, the tree was condemned, forever cursed to stand trembling with unease. Most people have, at some point, been caught off guard by the aspen's sudden whisper and rustle, even when the air is still.
All your emotions with your heart on your sleeve, it won't fade until you paint it black. I let it burn, you call the fire brigade, but I feel that it will come back. Oh, where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from?
I've met many who call the aspen a trash tree, and that's the exact word they use. Trash, tree. I can understand it. Other trees often appear more elegant. The aspen stretches upward, tall and narrow, scraggly, with dead branches jutting out. But even so, there's reason to say the aspen is more than just woodland waste. If you appreciate the aspen, you should know you're in good company. It's the bird tree. And the woodpecker's hollow may also become home to others, even mammals. Then one day in February, I'm asked to come look at a large tree. The client lives on a mountain ridge and is worried about the school bus that passes by on the forest road every morning. Just a few steps in from the roadside ditch, I find it. A giant we can no longer trust, an aspen giant growing right on top of an old stone wall. It was strange. As if that weren't enough, I find a boundary post embedded in the root flare, then barbed wire, driven straight into the trunk, exiting on the other side. The whole scene reveals just how fast aspens grow. As if no one noticed the tree until it was already too large for its surroundings. Its anchoring can no longer be trusted. There are large cavities and soft wood at the base. If it were deep in the forest, it wouldn't be a concern. But when that school bus rolls past just 5 meters from the trunk, it becomes something else. I assess the tree as hazardous, and I tell the client she should have it removed. She hesitates at first, especially after I've just explained how rare these large old aspens are, and how vital they are to hundreds of species. Beetles, butterflies, lichens, even mammals. But when she sees the hole at the roots, she says, "The job's yours if you can do it today." Maybe you're thinking, but aspens grow like weeds. They're everywhere. So what if one tree comes down? They just shoot up from the ground again. It's hard to keep up with all that undergrowth. And yes, the tree does spread by root suckers. New shoots pop up like weeds near the mother tree, but those young shoots are often grazed down by wildlife. So even if there are many aspens, few grow old enough to be what the birds need to build their nests or for butterflies to reproduce, or for bats to find shelter. So it's the deer's fault, one might ask. I don't say much about that. I'm no forest owner or forester. I mostly work in urban landscapes. But what I often do is tell my clients that there are ways to let felled trees keep serving a purpose. For example, let a corner of your lawn grow wild. Let it be your garden's own nature reserve. Try to create the kind of habitat you'd find in a real forest, with living trees, young saplings, and dead wood. It's the dead trees that are often missing because we tidy them away. When an arborist takes down a tree, you can leave a high stump behind. That mimics what happens when a tree breaks off in a storm. It becomes a skyscraper for butterflies and beetles. And a valuable nesting site for other creatures too. Or why not make a fauna depot? Pile up logs and brushwood on the ground. It really helps animals looking for homes and overwintering sites. Drill holes into the wood, and solitary bees might move in. But if you're starting to feel some fondness for the aspen and want to find it where you live, you won't see many in gardens. Not in parks either. We find them along roads, on clear cuts, in nature reserves, and on golf courses. There, they often grow in clusters. And these clusters can be a single individual, genetically identical. The tree trunks may not live longer than a human life, but the aspen colony itself can live for up to 1,000 years. 8 months later, I returned to the mountain where the aspen giant once stood. The client had considered selling the trunk to a matchstick factory, but the rot had spread too far, so it was left on the ground as a massive insect hotel. We study the fungi that have already grown large on the 1-meter stump. The space left by the fallen crown now lets light through to reach the young aspens, elms, and ashes that had been waiting in the shade. My job now is to optimize the chances for the remaining trees. But first I take a break up here, among round leaves attached to long, trembling stems. A breeze, barely noticeable, and the leaves lose their balance, begin to sway. And then, as their flat surfaces touch one another, the sound of the trembling aspen is born.
Oh, where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from? Where does it come from?